This is part one of this last week's amazing, ginormous garage and estate sale haul. So I found so much stuff that I'm going to break it up into a couple of videos. So stay tuned because I got so much to show you. It was hit and miss until I got to this kind of a combined estate sale, I guess. I spotted this hat right off the bat, as well as this camel-haired vintage coat, which was maybe from the 50s, I would say, maybe 60s. And I really liked those glass jars, but I just do not have any space in the store for anything that large. These are the sweetest frames ever. And that one actually was really pretty. So I already started a pile. And I just kept adding to it and adding to it. I bought both of those mint green papasan chairs. I don't know what I'm going to do with the cushions. They need something different, I think. Come on, little ducky. You're coming home with me. Ooh, so many pretty glass bottles. Including that one. And that was really cool, but it wasn't old, but I really love the subject matter on it. I almost never say no to a gold mirror. Or 2 gold mirrors. I kind of like this Asian print, but I didn't pick it up. Nope. That was really cool, and I do regret not buying it. Do you know what that little ceramic thing is with the hole? Victorian ladies used to use it, and whenever their hair fell out or, it'd come out in their brush, they would grab the hair and stick it in that little bowl through the hole. Bet you didn't know that. Look at all the beaded work on that sweater. She actually gave me that for free. And they had some really good furniture, but the person that was selling it wasn't around for me to ask what the prices were. Very cool red wing crock, but I think the price was a little high. It's a beautiful morning this morning. I don't know what it is about getting up early on a Saturday and hitting the road to go garage and estate sailing. You feel like there's so many possibilities on what you may find. I've already been to 2. I'm on my going to my third one, and I've already found some great stuff. But I love just cruising the neighborhoods, because the other thing that I really have a fondness for is houses. So I'm such a looky-loo when I'm driving through neighborhoods. I love to see people's houses and how they have their yards done. And it's October and the weather is just absolutely stunning. We're having an Indian summer for sure. We had a few days of rain, but now it's absolutely gorgeous out. There looked to be a lot of stuff here, but I honestly only picked up a few things, including these no longer available lovely little rose imprinted panel curtains from Ikea. I typically wouldn't pick anything like that up, but I know that that print is really popular for those people that love kind of a romantic look. For just the right kitchen, those Paris plates would be so pretty. I showed up a little bit early for this particular sale, and I stayed about 5 minutes, really mostly to just admire how perfectly curated all of these vintage clothing racks were. This was actually more of a little micro market, so there was several vintage dealers here, and I really just wanted to ooh and ah, but I knew there wasn't really much margin for reselling myself, so I looked and I did a little filming, and then I was off to my next sale. So on my way to the store on Friday, I stopped at several sales. I got up super early, well, super early for me, and mapped out on the yard sale app where I wanted to go to. And I really didn't find a ton of stuff until I hit this estate sale that was being put on in this commercial building just a few miles down the road from my store. So here is what I found. I've never seen one of these, but it's this little, oh wow. It has a hole on the bottom, so I'm not quite sure what this is. So it's like a little jug, right, with a little cork stopper. If anybody knows what this was used for, now I'm thinking maybe it was a lantern, since it does have a hole on the bottom. They had a few pieces of glass items, and I was particularly drawn to this one. It's this beautiful little, you know, I want to say it's a decanter, just because, I don't know, I think it is a decanter, but it's super pretty. It definitely looks like crystal, but probably not cut crystal. It's probably like, I don't know, pressed crystal. It's super pretty. I'm not a great judge of glass, but I really liked it. It was only $5. And then this one had an unusual shape, which is why I wanted to pick it up. So it's round, but then it's flat on the front, which is super cool. And so is the lid. So the lid is flat, and it also feels like crystal to me. And this one was also $5. It's really heavy. This one I may take to the store and I may price it at $55. I picked up this set of 8 little books. I just thought they were super charming. Look how sweet they are. And this one says the best of the world's classics. So basically it's all classical literature, and I paid $10. They were published in 1909. And so I just think they're perfect to use as display pieces. I'm not sure if I'll sell these as a lot online or if I'll take them to the store and sell them individually. I'm kind of tempted to put them online, and I would sell the set for probably like $60 for all of them. I failed to add this to one of my last videos. Holly and I went camping a few weeks ago. It was our last camping trip of the season, and we went to this, what was it? An antique mall in Kalama, Washington. And anyways, on the side of the building, they had a free box, and I picked this absolutely gorgeous, beautifully done applique, and it looks like crewel work. It's got silk panels. It's a lampshade, and it's just so pretty. Why somebody didn't want to keep it to sell, I don't know, but I'm going to list it online for $45, and it's so unusual. It's so sweet that I'm sure somebody will buy it. Really made a haul at that estate sale. So this one, it's not old, but I just thought it was so cute. It's this little hand. It's basically a bird in the hand, right? I also picked up these really sweet, I actually liked the set more for the frames than the actual art inside of it. Not that the art isn't the sweetest thing ever. I mean, look how cute these little girls are. They're so sweet. And I love that. I mean, they almost look like tinted photographs, but they're not. They're like lithographs. But the detail on the frame is absolutely stunning. Can you see that? So pretty. I paid $10 for the set. Honestly, it takes forever for any kind of art that has a person in it to sell at the store. So I think I'll just put these online. I'll put $45. $45 seems to be the magic number today. Another $5 item I picked up there is this beautiful mirror with all of this amazing
detail. Can you see that? It's so pretty. I love it. Here's another really cool mirror, and this one I think I may put up online. It's very, very detailed. It's carved wood, made in Mexico. It's got a made in Mexico stamp on the back. And, you know, I don't know. I'm going to say it was probably made, I don't know, maybe like in the 50s or the 60s, but it's made to look like an old Italian mirror. And I also paid $5 for this. That seemed to be their magic number. And I will put this online for $35. I can't tell if it's a print or if it's like cutouts, but it's super cute. It's very 1940s. It's even signed at the bottom, and I only paid $1. So maybe I'll try to look up that artist. I was also really excited at that sale to find this old decoy. He is really cool. It looks like a little bit of the beak is missing here, but I think he's super cool because he's wood. He's wood, he's not plastic, he's not some kind of fiberboard. It's got some kind of metal plate on the bottom. So he is an older piece, and I can't remember what I paid for him, but I will put maybe like $55, $65 on him, and he'll go directly to the store. They make great decorative items. Like if you have a really cool cabin on a lake, he would look super cool on a bookcase or some kind of flat setting. Last but not least, for that estate sale is this absolutely amazing antique carriage blanket. Look at the beautiful detail on this silk blanket. Look at that. Oh my gosh, is that just amazing? All the fringe, look how long that fringe is. The back is like a black satin, and this is in absolutely mint condition. She said it was a carriage blanket, which would mean that it would be, gosh, you know, early 1900s, late 1800s, but it doesn't feel like quite that old. And when I first saw it, I thought it was a piano shawl, and I've sold piano shawls before for, gosh, like up to $150 for a piano shawl. But this one is much heavier, and it's completely square. And so anyways, I need to do more research on it. But my hunch tells me that I should price it at $165. So I made a trip to Mary's, as you saw on the video, and I picked up some items, not a ton, but you know, you never know what you're gonna find, so you have to go, right? So one of the items I picked up is called the Utopia Yarn Book. I love the graphics on it. It's not in the best shape, but it's this, I mean, the history in this, it's how to crochet clothes. And look at all those old pictures and those old patterns. And the only thing I could think of was that somebody who collects like sewing novelties and is a seamstress or is just interested in that genre would really love this. So I don't think I've ever shared this with you, but it was an item I picked up from Mary in the past. I absolutely love this like tribal design on the front. And it is the world of American Indians. Again, just for the graphics, it's a pretty cool book, but then the history and the pictures are just stunning. And this has been sitting around for a while. Now that summer's over, it's time for me to actually list more items online because the tourist season is done. And even though I don't want to put that out into the universe, traffic has slowed down quite a bit. And so that means I need to figure out how to bring in revenue. So I'm going to be concentrating on listing way more stuff than I have in the past. The other item I got at Mary's is this pile of stereoscope postcards. So I think the pile, I think I paid $3 for the pile, and that looks like Mexico right there. That looks like Puerto Vallarta, but there's trees on top, so I'm not sure if that's what it is. But basically you put them up, and I'll try to insert a picture here so you can see what I'm talking about. But you insert them in front of a stereoscope, and it gives you a 3D effect, which is why there's one on each side. So I had picked up a stereoscope a while ago, but I didn't have any postcards. So I'm going to take these to the store, and I'll probably price these at $3 per postcard. So this is kind of a gamble for me. I've never sold anything like this. Ephemera, which is paper items, is kind of a new genre for me. Not a genre I've delved into much, but I was really attracted to this train calendar. It is Northern Pacific Railway Company, who has a huge presence in the Pacific Northwest, and this one is from 1969. I picked up 2 of these. The other one is bigger. This one is $3, and I haven't looked it up, so I have no idea what to price it at, or if there's even a market for it. But knowing there's a market for ephemera and knowing there's a market for trains, I kind of think it was probably a good gamble. Wait till you see this next scorer. I think he is the coolest ever. Look at this owl. Look at the detail on him. He is a mid-century, so probably done in the 1960s. And I don't know, it could have been the 70s. But look at the workmanship on this. He is amazing. It's super heavy because it almost looks like it was done on plywood in the back. And plywood is extremely heavy. So I paid $20 for him, and I haven't seen one like him. I mean, this is a big, grand owl, and you know, I'm really tempted to put like $275 on him if I saw him online. Well, that's it for me and this week's video. I'm so happy you could join me, and I was really thrilled that I found so many garage sales and estate sales so late in the season. Make sure you watch next week as I finish the last part of the haul, and probably my biggest find. God, can I say it's like my biggest find of the year? Possibly. And it was really shocking. So you'll have to stay tuned to find out what it was. So if you find yourself out thrifting or garage sailing, I hope the thrifting gods are with you and you find some fabulous stuff. And I will see you next week.